Hi there and welcome back to the channel. And we have Gracie here, our shop cat, if you can remember from episode 1. So yeah, this is going to be episode 2. For this episode, I think... Oh, she's getting a bit rowdy. Okay, bye. So for this episode, we're going to strip the paint from the tank and then obviously paint it. I think I'm going to cut the exhaust off and also take off the handlebars. So yesterday I went and I got the paint stripper, and the paint will be gloss colonial red. It's kind of a darker red. I think it's going to look really nice. This also has a primer mixed into it. So I got 2 cans of colonial red. I got the paint stripper. It's a heavy duty paint stripper. This is for the exhaust. It's a high heat ultra paint, long lasting finish. And then I just got a gloss clear coat for the tank to give it that nice shiny gloss look. And all of this came to a total of 1,140 Rand, which is about 61 USD. The tank is still full of fuel, so I'm going to empty it out into this tub first, and then I just think it's going to be easier to pour it over into this over here. So yeah, let's see how that works. Let's just put it like this so it can drain. There we go. That works. Okay, there's still a little bit inside, but I think that's okay. It's not a problem. I just wanted to get most of it out so it's easier to work with the tank, because it is quite heavy when it's full. Oh man, this thing is messing so much. I don't have a funnel or anything, so yeah, this is how I have to do it. Okay, there we go. That's a bit better. I don't really want to mess too much because fuel is expensive. Okay, that's fine. At least we're getting the majority into it, so I think that counts. No. Need to stop talking, messing everywhere. Okay, I think we can call that a 60% success rate. I'll take it. These are just stickers that they put on the tank. I'm going to use a hairdryer and try and heat them up and just see if they come off. I think that should work. I did some research on how to use the paint stripper, and it seems like you just have to put it on really thick and then leave it for 15 minutes to 1 hour. So I think I'll apply it really thick and then maybe check in like 30 to 40 minutes. I'll also put on the time lapse on the Insta360X3 so that we can see what it looks like. So yeah, let's get stripping. Paint stripper definitely helped, but I think I kind of screwed up over here. I forgot I should have actually taped this off before doing it, because it took the silver paint off. So what I'm going to do is I think I'll probably just make it black. I just moved the tank inside so that I can get to the bottom, and also I missed a couple of spots here. So I'm going to do a second coat. This will be my spray booth. I still need to get a couple things ready, but at least it's got a roof. So if it does start raining, it'll be fine. So let's get the second coat on, and then after that we can start spray painting. So I'm thinking of cutting the pipe over here and then extending it with another piece of exhaust pipe, and then I can put the slip-on SE project exhaust tip on here. So I think for now I'm just gonna go ahead and cut this off. The exhaust is off and this has been hanging for a while now, so I think let's get the rest off and then we can start prepping this for paint. So I've applied the first coat very, very thin because I do not want this thing to drip at all. So I'm going to wait about 15 to 20 minutes and then I'm going to do the second coat and basically just repeat the process until I'm happy. Sheesh, this was extremely stressful. I had to cover this thing up because small little bugs kept flying in and landing on the tank as I'm spraying. 2 landed on it, but at least I got them off and then just resprayed. So, whew, crisis averted. And yeah, so I just covered this. Gonna let it dry. I already used 1 can. And then the second can, I'll maybe put 1 more coat and then I'll do a clear coat. And the tank is all finished. A full can of red and about half a can of clear coat later, and it's looking really good. Unfortunately, there are a couple of imperfections because the spray booth isn't closed off, so a couple things unfortunately landed on it. But that's okay. It's pretty good for my first tank. I'm happy with it. So, and I'm also happy with the color. It really does match the black. And I'm going to make the cap. I got some matte black to spray this because the matte black will match with the AC project slip-on. So yeah, let's get this thing off and let's get this on. I promise I did record cutting this, but for some reason I decided to delete it. So you'll just have to use your imagination with this one. Now I discovered that the exhaust pipe has 2, so it's got an inner one as well. So yesterday I went and I got the 2 different sizes. I also got the pipe for the frame. We'll do that a bit later on. So for now, I think let's extend this, both pipes, the outer and the inner pipe, and then also fit the slip-on exhaust on it. But it is a little bit loose, so I'll have to somehow modify that. I do have an idea for that. Now I have the correct ones. So this will be the inner one, outer one. I'm going to cut this one a little bit back so that I can weld the thin one or the small pipe first, and then I'm going to slip this one over top and weld that. I am new to welding, so wish me luck. sheesh, this was an absolute mission. I really did struggle with the welding, but at the end of the day I got it done, and luckily a grinder exists. But yeah, it's on. It feels strong enough. The inner and outer pipe is welded and it's on, as you can see over here. And there we go. Yeah, so that's on. What I'm going to do is I'm probably going to cut over here somewhere, and then I'm going to fit the slip-on exhaust. And also I'm going to take the 2 bolts from the previous exhaust that's lying over there and somehow mount them here. But yeah, that was an absolute mission. I've got the slip-on exhaust here, and I'm just going to mark off about where I want it. So I kind of wanted to miss this bolt so it doesn't like catch and I have to bend it out. So I'm just going to position it like this. And I think obviously this still needs to slip in here, but not too far. This looks about right. Yeah, that's better. Okay, I think we have our mark. Okay, let's get this thing off and then we'll just zoop, cut it off. So I had a small incident and unfortunately had to stop for 4 days. Now I was busy grinding and a small piece of metal shot into my eye. Now I think what happened was it got into the helmet, bounced off and landed in my eye because I didn't really feel it. And I left it for a day. The next day it got scratchy, my eye got red. I just put in eye drops. Oh yeah, and then I left it for another day, but then it got even worse. My eye got swollen, super red, and felt like I had a rock inside my eye. So I said, you know what, let's just go to the doctor, go to a specialist, see what's up. And he took photos, and the piece that shot into my eye already started to rust. And that really, really hurt. So he removed it with a needle and told me I can't work for the next 4 days in any dusty or bright environment. So I had to stop completely, and that's why I couldn't finish the exhaust. But what we can do is we can listen to what it will sound like. Now the slip-on isn't fastened yet. That's going to happen in the next episode. But yeah, we can listen to it, and it really does sound good. And that's it for episode 2. Thank you so much for watching. If you've made it this far, please drop a like, drop a comment. It really helps me to create more content like this and to continue this journey. And I'm sure all of us want to see the finished result, including myself. And yeah, I must say I'm pretty proud of myself with my welding skills. The 0 that I have, I managed to put 2 pieces of metal together and weld it. So well done to myself. Once again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next Sunday.